Well, we are out camping for the first time this year, and if you noticed and stuff, I had a little trouble with the air conditioner and did a repair video on that. So anyway, it is hotter than Hades out here. Temperatures are up in the 90s, so we always pick the warmest time of year to go camping. I really don't know why, but anyway. So I'm gonna have a beer. My son got this for me for my birthday, so it's been in the fridge for a while. But it's a Madagascar stout brewed with vanilla beans and aged in bourbon barrels from Four Hands Brewing Company in St. Louis. 9.3% alcohol. So, in a Smithwick mug, no doubt. So this ought to be pretty potent. It smells really good. So anyway, so we came down here and sat up, and it was pretty hot while we were setting up. And when we got down here, we had no electricity. So it's like, okay, what the hell? So anyway, so then we called the campground owner, and he came down and checked, and the breaker was flipped in the breaker box. So he went ahead and flipped it and everything. So then we had electricity. So we ran for like a day or whatever, and then we started kind of having trouble with it. It kind of go in and it kind of go out, and it kind of go in and kind of go out. Well, we have a surge protector on our camper. We learned our lesson after the inverter went wonky and stuff after a trip to one of the parks. So we burp. So we learned our lesson and stuff and bought an inverter and stuff. Probably $60 or $70 investment, but anyway, when it comes to replacing like a $300 or $400 inverter, it's money well spent. So anyway, so it was acting funny and stuff, and I thought, and I think maybe the surge protector needs to be replaced, because I can hit the test button and it depresses, but the reset button will not. So I'm thinking maybe you need to replace the surge protector. But anyway, so the electricity went out again. So we're like, okay, something's wrong here. So anyway, so he got into the breaker box, and it was blown again. So anyway, so I said, okay, well, let me check at the box here where you're connected into and see what's going on. Well, one of the plugs on our surge protector, you could tell, had gotten warm and stuff, because the plastic had kind of distorted around one of the plugs on there. So he got to looking inside of the box. Well, it looked like the actual plug-in part on the box where we hook in had gotten hot. So I'm not sure if the people that were here before us had trouble and just went up to because the breaker box is like right over here. It's probably not 50 feet from me. If they went over there and just reset the breaker on it or what, I don't know. He's not sure what happened either and stuff, because they never told him that they had any problems with it or anything. So he's not sure what was going on. So he went ahead and replaced the outlet and everything on the box where we're connected. So we haven't had any problems since. But it's like I said, with everybody down here and stuff, and as hot as it is, I'm sure everybody's running their air conditioners and everything. So I can't even imagine what their electric bill is going to be for this month. He said it always runs high in July anyway. So, but we had a neighbor and stuff, and they've left, and then somebody else has pulled in over here on this other side over here. It's pretty full, but it's not completely filled up. I thought maybe somebody would actually come for the holiday weekend. So, but so far, knock on wood, nobody's pulled in yet, which is fine with me and stuff. I just as soon have a couple lots between us and the next door neighbor. So we went swimming yesterday, so that was pretty nice. And so Linda and Hunter went up and went swimming today. It's just been so hot and stuff, I didn't even feel like getting out. I'll probably go tomorrow. We did talk about going down to maybe Ha Ha Tonka or down to the swinging bridge down here, go for a day trip, but with it being 94 some odd degrees and stuff, I just even hate to even get out. But it would be something to do, and that would be a free trip. So other than the heat and stuff, I mean, it's been pretty nice. The mosquitoes haven't been bad or anything. It's probably even too damn hot for them. So we went ahead and set everything up. I scrubbed the trailer and the awning and everything before we left. I did mix up like a bleach and water solution to spray on the awning because it was bad. You leave them rolled up and then the water gets in there and then they get really kind of nasty and mildewy or whatever and stuff. And so I got a spray bottle and mixed up the bleach and water solution or whatever. And the spray bottle that I had, I could actually dial it and do a squirt. It's the same one I used for the dog and stuff when I let the dogs out, because when we let the puppies out to go potty, Buddy tends to like to go after Toby. I don't know if it's a schnauzer thing or what it is. So I use that to squirt at him and stuff to make him stop. So I just emptied that plain old water out and then filled it up with the bleach water. But I mean, it came pretty clean. There's a few spots that I apparently missed. Didn't get very good, like right over in here. But let me zoom you up real quick. And it was green and it was pretty nasty. So let me show you what it looks like now. But it came pretty clean. There's a couple spots right, and as I zoom around you'll be able to see them. A couple spots right here that I apparently missed that I'll have to spray with some more cleaner solution. But the sides of the camper came real good and clean. And that was just, I think it's car wash, but it's like a wash and a wax that I used on that to clean the car, or clean the camper, I'm sorry. And then I washed the truck. But anyway, we've been kind of looking for a camper that's maybe a little easier to set up than this one, getting a little older or whatever. And this one sleeps a lot of people, so this would be great for a younger couple. Somebody had some kids or whatever, so this would be great for them. Here comes the next door neighbor with his dog. But for us and stuff, we'd like to be able to actually just pull in, you know, in like a half an hour, set up, be ready to go. But it's like I say, there's I like the camper real well. The way that it's laid out and stuff, Jaco did a fantastic job on laying out the 23B, I will say that. They made full use of the cabinets and everything in here and stuff, the way it's laid out and stuff, where you can use it either as a pantry or as a wardrobe, either one. It was a fantastic floor plan for Jaco. It tows pretty light. We loaded up and stuff. I always tease Linda and tell her that she goes camping like Jackie Onassis and stuff. She's got to haul everything with her. Comes the neighbor with the boxer dog they have. So, I mean, it tows really nice and stuff. We had a 27-foot Dutchman before this one, and the truck could tow it. I have a 318 V8 in my Dodge Dakota. The truck could tow it, but it was really pushing it, and I knew it was pushing that truck to tow that trailer. The only thing and stuff is, like with some of the bigger trailers like that, is even with a fifth wheel, you can sleep a couple people easily, but if you go to sleep more than that, you're really pushing it. With the Dutchman, we had a nice big garage in the back, which I really liked that. Instead, the whole back of the thing flipped up, almost like a toy hauler, but you couldn't like walk into it. It was just like, you know, probably a foot deep on the back of it and stuff, but you had a pegboard where you could hang everything. And the one thing that I really did like about the Dutchman that I wish this camper had was the ducted heating and cooling, where it would cycle in and out. This doesn't have it. I do wish that that would be one of the things that Jaco would work into the campers like this. So I've been kind of looking around and stuff for a camper and stuff that maybe would suit the way we want to go camping. Oh, we got somebody coming in. The way that we want to go camping is, like I said, I would like to be able to sleep 2 people easily. 4 would be great. One with like a queen bed up front and bunks in the back would be fine. I don't particularly want one that where you have to fold like the dinette down, or you know, have to fold out the couch and stuff like that, because quite frankly and stuff, let's be honest, those things don't really sleep as good as they could. This one, for the size that this camper is, you can sleep 2 people up front, 2 people in the back, because we have slept in the back before. You can sleep probably 1 person on the couch easily, and 2 more people in the dinette, because the dinette, it comes down into a queen size bed easily. So 2, 4, 6, you can sleep 7 people in this size camper easily. So if you're a young family with kids or anything like that, this camper would be ideal for you. Now for us, what we're actually looking for is something with a walk around queen bed. She doesn't necessarily want one of those Hollywood beds that folds down, or I don't know if it's Hollywood bed or Murphy bed. She doesn't necessarily want a Murphy bed because she thinks it'd be a lot of pain in the butt to, you know, fold it down and put it back up and stuff if you want to actually sit on the couch, which I kind of agree with that. But at the same time or whatever and stuff, she likes her naps. I mean, let's be totally honest here and stuff. She likes to take a nap and stuff, and she's not going to do it on the couch. So leaving the bed down for the 2 of us would be just perfectly fine. I have looked at some floor plans for, I think it was a Heartland camper. I'm not sure exactly what the model was on that. But it had the bed up front, queen size bed, and then it had bunks in the back. And a full-size bathroom. That's one gripe I have about this camper and stuff. I wish that they would have taken a little bit of space off the back or off the couch size. When I understand they couldn't really do that. You know, I mean, even if they downsized the dinette a little bit, you know, downsized the couch a little bit to make the bathroom a little bit bigger, that would be nice, because this bathroom, I mean, you almost have to come out of it to change your mind. That's how small the bathroom is in this. It is functional, yes. If you have small kids, it's great. But as a full-size adult, you can use it, yes, and stuff, but you're really pushing it and stuff to get in there and actually get the job done like you should. But I like the way this camper tows and stuff. I'd like to stay under 3,500 pounds. So we're kind of looking at whatever and stuff. As I said, I really like the layout of this camper. The slide on this thing, and it's like I said, if you can get a slide on a camper or whatever and stuff, and keep it within your weight range, the slide on this camper, I love it. Absolutely love it. It really opens up the floor space in here, and you don't feel like you're walking down like this narrow aisleway or anything and stuff. I mean, it really gives you a lot of space inside the camper, and this doesn't make you feel like you're inside of a camper, if that makes any sense. I've made a lot of mods to it and everything like that, and this, just from searching through some of Jayco's forums and stuff like this was one of the most popular floor plans that they have made for the hybrid type campers. So I think if we actually do find something that we like, then I don't think that we'll have too much trouble selling this. We have replaced both the seals on the bunks on both ends because we're having a little bit of water issues and stuff, and I will say that has been corrected. The air conditioner, the one thing I don't understand why they have made them, they need to make the RVs with the roofs kind of rounded, because the way that this one was, and it's been since corrected and stuff by our RV man Bruce in Florence, Missouri, which thumbs up to Bruce. Bruce is absolutely awesome. The roofs are flat. Well, you set an air conditioner on a flat roof, well, unless you've got this trailer at a tilt, your water is going to pool and stuff whenever your air conditioner goes to run. So he actually put some extra plywood in there to raise the air conditioner up a little bit and stuff, so it actually kind of drains away from it. So there is a little bit of extra wood up in the roof of this thing that Bruce put in there and stuff to fix that. He's also done the seals on this. He's also done the inverter. The inverter has been replaced on this as well. And he's also done the bearings. He's packed our bearings for us and changed and put new tires and everything on this. So shout out to Bruce over at Florence, Missouri and stuff. You the man. He is also the one that I contacted whenever I was having trouble with the air conditioner. I had called him, and I pretty much had it narrowed down to being the run capacitor on here, but I wanted to make sure, so I called him and left a message with him. Well, he did call me back that evening, and he said there was one more thing that I could check, so I went ahead and did check that, and that was the overload switch on top of the compressor. So I did crawl there, because I thought, well, I went ahead and ordered the capacitor. So I thought, well, shit, I don't want to have to, you know, I hope I ordered the right thing for the problem that we were having. So Bruce did said, you know, you might want to go ahead and go up there and check that and make sure that that's not burnt or anything. So I did go ahead and go up on top of the trailer and stuff like that and pulled the top off of the compressor or whatever. There's a plastic box up there and stuff. I think I pointed it out in the other video. And looked at the plug-ins and everything on that, and it was fine. So there was nothing wrong with that. So it was a compressor and stuff. I went ahead and switched the compressor out as shown in the other video, which if you do that, like I said, take all the precautions and make sure that you discharge those capacitors. Do not touch the terminals across the top of it with your finger or anything, because like I said, after working for 11 years in a factory that built electric motors, I can tell you that they do have a bite enough to make you want to wet your pants. So I went ahead and checked that out and fixed that and everything, and we started it up, and boom, that was it. It's been running non-stop basically because it's been so hot down here since we got down here. So $18 fix. Like I said, it's a lot cheaper than taking it to a RV repair place. Excuse me, RV repair place or whatever. And considering how bad the heat was and stuff, I'm sure Bruce didn't mind so much and stuff that I fixed it myself. And I knew within like a 2-day time span that there was no way that I was going to get it into his shop, or I probably would have went ahead and taken it to him and have him done it. But it's like I said, 18 bucks, and the problem was fixed. So. Like I said, the next thing I'm going to worry about is possibly replacing that surge protector. So I don't know, it's just acting like the reset switch is not working like it's supposed to. And you know, you spend $16,000-$17,000 or more on a travel trailer, and then you sit and you balk it paying the extra $100 or less for a surge protector, and it really doesn't make any sense. Because all it takes is one surge of electricity to fry that inverter inside of your camper, and there goes another $400, and that's if it's the cheap ones. So it's like I said, it's cheap insurance. Do yourself a favor, because like I said, I know one of the state parks that we went to, it was actually over at I think it was Arrow Rock, that we were having trouble with it going in and out. Basically, it was kind of like browning out the trailer, and it was shortly after that and stuff that we had to have the inverter replaced. And after that happened, we said to hell with that or whatever, and we went ahead and bought that surge protector, and we've had it ever since. It's like I said, I think maybe now I'm going to have to replace it, but I tell you, it's the best $75 or $100 that I've ever spent, and I would not hesitate to do it again. And I suggest that you get one because it's cheap insurance. It was real cheap insurance. So, it's like I said, it's hot, hotter than Hades down here. It's like I said, it's cooling off just a little bit now. Last night was not too bad. It cooled off probably down to the 70s last night, so it really wasn't too bad out here. But right now, I'd say it's probably in the upper 80s or 90s right now as we speak. And yeah, it's kind of miserable. Hopefully we will get back out some more. It's like I said, it seems like every year comes around and there's always something. We just don't get out as often as we should, or as often as I'd like to anyway. So hopefully maybe this fall or whatever we can get back out and shoot some more video and go camping some more. really loved our trip down to Bennett Springs and stuff. I don't think I had some videos of that, but not a whole lot. So hopefully whenever we can get down to this fall and stuff, maybe to Bennett Springs. I'll just drink this all right now, the hell of it. So anyways, like I said, that's just kind of a, I know some of you all like to watch the camping videos or whatever. We haven't had a fire yet because it's just been too damn hot. Who wants to stand over a campfire when it's like 96 degrees outside? Not this woman. Not at all. So anyway, so Friday it's supposed to be really nice, and we're leaving out of here Saturday because we thought, well, we'll avoid the weekend rush and go ahead and move out early, and then that way we have Sunday to recuperate and do laundry and everything, because it seems like you go camping to relax, and then by the time you get home you've got more work than you did when you left. Is that just me, or is it everybody? It's like you get home and you got like 6 more loads of laundry to do that you wouldn't have normally had to do. Tell me and stuff. Comment below and stuff if we're the only ones that seem like that's the way it is. So anyway, so I'm probably going to go ahead and stop this video because, like I said, right now we just don't have a whole lot going. Linda's swimming. I'm sitting here chilling out, chillaxing. And now that we've got our electricity problem taken care of, we're running good. So anyway, so if you all go out camping and all this summer stuff, be safe, be careful, check everything before you leave. Make sure you check all your electrical stuff. Like I said, this would have been an absolute disaster had this air conditioner not worked, because we probably would have turned around and went back home. So make sure you plug everything in when you get to your house and stuff before you leave, to make sure everything is working like it's supposed to. And when you get on the road, be safe. Make sure all your lights and everything are working. So you'll have a good, enjoyable summer. And I hope to God it cools down a little bit. So you all have a good weekend. Bye.